So there's a pastor by the name of Landon Spredlin out of Virginia. Now, he had made waves after downplaying the severity of COVID-19, has made headlines after passing away from the very same virus. So he has slammed the hysteria surrounding the coronavirus on social media, once even sharing a post that compared it to the swine flu. But in March, Spredlin tragically died after developing pneumonia in both lungs and testing positive for the coronavirus. So he said he was frustrated the way the media was very agenda driven and it was on both sides. He said that he felt like the coronavirus issue turned into something that was a party against party instead of one nation under God. Now, they say that the religious leader also suggested the virus being used as a political tool and an over-exaggeration in an attempt to smear President Donald Trump. The president himself has often made the same allegations, which he did tell everybody that, hey, it could be like a flu, which, a lot of us, including myself, say, hey, it could be that way. We wasn't hearing the severity of it, at least on this side. But as you learn, as you see, as you grow, well, you're going to have to amend some things based on facts, right? Because we have never seen a pandemic like this in this country. So no one knew what to really expect here. No one did. Now, they say over a month ago, the pastor, they say, who was also a musician, and his wife, Jean, drove from Virginia to Louisiana for Mardi Gras. Oh, boy, that's what happened. Now, what a preacher doing at Mardi Gras? Let's stop right there. We know what go on at Mardi Gras. You out there showing boobs, drinking, just doing a lot of debauchery. We all know that. And you going to Mardi Gras talking about you the pastor of a church? Oh, boy. Now, see, if he would have been trying to live the way he's supposed to be, he'd probably still be here, wouldn't have caught that down there, because New Orleans has been blowing up with coronavirus cases. So it said, despite warnings about avoiding large crowds, he said he believed the mass gathering would be an opportunity to save the souls of attendees. Really? You got a church, man. You gonna go in the middle of Mardi Gras and talking about you trying to save somebody? No, you trying to get your drink on and you trying to see some boobs and trying to get some beads. Come on, man. You ain't telling me nothing that I don't know. I know how you preachers get down. So he said during the trip, his family said concerns about the virus were discussed, and soon after he fell ill, when his health took a sudden turn for the worse, the trip was cut short and the group made their way back home. He was later taken to the hospital in North Carolina, at which point he received a positive diagnosis for COVID-19 and died 8 days later while in the ICU. So the moral of this story is, if he would not have went to Mardi Gras, and that's not a place for preachers, it's just really not, he would still be here right now. He would be. As we saw this virus started to take, place, and we start seeing more and more people getting sick and how contagious it's been, all of us have to shift our, mindset about it, because we all never seen anything like this. I've talked to other people who was older and say, hey, have you seen anything like this? And no, we have never, dealt with anything like this. This is a new thing. Even the virus itself, the way it is. I'm not saying the coronavirus is new, because coronavirus has been around since the 70s. We're talking about this particular strain of coronavirus. But also the reason why things won't go back to normal as it should be, because you have so many rebellious people. They don't listen. They want to be out the house doing this and doing that after they're telling you to just chill your nerves at your house. I mean, what more do you want them to tell you? But your people don't listen. Just like this guy, he didn't listen either. He's supposed to be a preacher. I mean, he didn't pay attention to anything. He going to a place where he should not be at all. He contracted coronavirus and he isn't here anymore. So more of the story is, if you're a preacher at a church, read your Bible, pray, and do the right thing. Don't go to Mardi Gras. You know good well it's not a place for preachers at all. But let me know what you think in the comments about the situation with this preacher. And let's call it what it is. Donald Trump put out a lot of information that was not what it was to everybody. I remember when he was doing it, constantly putting it out. They was even telling us at one point in time, even the Surgeon General, you remember that? Well, no, don't wear no face mask. Nobody need to be buying face masks. Now they're telling you, oh yeah, you do need a face mask. So we have a lot to think about with the leadership in this country.